If you look at Japan from the outside, you'll see a country of advanced technology, robots, and innovation, basically zero crime, an incredible culture, and one of the largest economies in the world. In many ways, it looks like an ideal society, but if you look closer, under the surface, you'll see that while all of that is true, there is another, much darker side to life in Japan, unbeknownst to most of the world, a side defined by pressure, isolation, and a system that doesn't forgive failure. Because in Japan, success isn't just encouraged, it's expected, and those who fail to meet those expectations often don't get a second chance. This is the dark side of Japan. While today Japan is seen as stable and developed, there was a time when it was something more. In the 1980s, Japan was seen as the future, an economic superpower that many believed would dominate the global economy. Its industries were booming, its companies were expanding across the world, and its growth had lasted for decades. For ordinary people, the path was simple: go to university, get hired straight after graduation, and stay with one company for life. It was a system built on stability, but also on pressure, because in this system, you only had one real chance. And when Japan's economic bubble burst in the early 1990s, that system began to break. Companies stopped hiring, and an entire generation of young people graduated into nothing. They missed their one opportunity, and many never recovered. They became known as the lost generation. Millions of people pushed into unstable jobs, low wages, and lives without the security they were promised. But that was only the beginning, because even for those who did succeed, the system came at a cost. In Japan, there is a word that doesn't exist in most countries: Karoshi. It means death from overwork. People working extreme hours, day after day, with little rest, under constant pressure to perform, until their bodies give out. Heart attacks, strokes, collapse from exhaustion. And in some cases, the pressure doesn't just destroy the body, but the mind, leading to another reality Japan struggles with: overwork-related suicide. Because in a society where your job defines your identity, failure, or even slowing down, can feel impossible. But while some people are pushed to work too much, others go in the opposite direction entirely. They disappear. In Japan, they are known as Hikikomori, people who withdraw completely from society. They stay inside their homes for months, sometimes years, with no job, no social life, and almost no contact with the outside world. Many depend entirely on their families. Some don't even leave their rooms. There are hundreds of thousands of people living like this, and their numbers continue to grow. For some, it begins with failure in school. For others, failure to find work, or the overwhelming pressure to fit into a system that leaves little room for difference. And over time, giving up feels easier than trying again. This has created another growing problem: the so-called 8050 crisis. Parents in their 80s still supporting children in their 50s who never became independent. A quiet crisis, hidden behind closed doors. But Japan's challenges don't end there. The country is also facing one of the fastest aging populations in the world. Nearly a third of its people are over the age of 65. At the same time, fewer young people are getting married, and fewer children are being born, because stability has become harder to achieve. And without stability, the system begins to strain. What makes all of this more striking is how these problems connect. On one side, people working themselves to death. On the other, people withdrawing from society completely. Two extremes, created by the same system. A system that offers stability, but demands conformity. A system that works perfectly for those who succeed, but for those who don't, it can be unforgiving. Japan is still one of the most advanced countries in the world. Its cities are safe. Its technology is world-class. Its culture is admired globally. But beneath that image, there is a reality that most people never see: millions of people struggling in silence, in a society that doesn't easily allow failure. And that is the dark side of Japan. If you guys like the video, then please subscribe, like, comment, and share.